TikTok. Cries. Cries. Yeah, it's Beatz. Stone. She was born a beautiful girl in an ugly world. Never really knew what her daddy was, a mother's girl. She was all the makings of what was to be a cover girl. So why she had to lose her virginity to her brother Earl? Mommy was too busy to notice she was going fast. It would only boost up her confidence once she grow her ass. Her chest turned her breast. Now minutes starting to show her cash. Growing up in poverty, obviously she was going fast. Then she started messing with dealers that really hold the stash. She would pull out money and laugh, tell her go to class. Only 17, but you think her model was going fast. You see the way she carry herself, you wouldn't know the ass. No one really knew all the shit her family had drug her through. Not only her brother, her uncle, he used to touch her too. She was so ashamed of it, it would just make her gullible. When she was just in pain and really didn't know what to do, cause no one ever took out the time, look up in her eyes. Everybody's too busy looking up in her thighs. You see her beautiful smile is more like a disguise. If you stop looking and listening, you can hear her cry. She would never tell anybody that she had been abused. She would just keep it a secret, you see she was confused. It wasn't much of a choice and she never got to choose. So in all reality, she was just used to being used. She would only get older and only more mature. Her heart would only get colder, she was no longer pure. Now she would just use what she got to get everything and more. Swore she'd rather die before she was going back to poor. If you only saw her, you never would knew she was a whore. If you wasn't sure, you swear that she didn't have a flaw. Now, ask her what is she doing when she's as an entertainer. Try to put yourself in the shoes before you begin to blame her. She was just a baby, they took her innocence and her pride. She never healed from her past because she died inside. And now she puts on the shades to try to hide her eyes. And she ain't happy, she's laughing to try to hide her cries. See, they took her childhood away from her, she was unaware. All she knew was that all her value was in her underwear. She moved out when she was just 17, they ain't one of them. Her own mother was just too jealous of her to wanna care. Mommy's more concerned with the fact that her boyfriend used to stay. Instead of checking him, she'd rather her daughter disappear. Now imagine feeling like it was your fault that you was here, when in actuality, mommy had her lips in her ear. Who's to blame all of a sudden? I could just feel the pain. You never really know what you do till you can feel the same. And when you outside looking in, you get to feel the rain. It's like the weather, you can't control it, it's just your feelings change. The time passes, but all the memories still the same. And still in her brain, it still remains, she's still in pain. If you tell her mother she's stripping, she'll say that she's ashamed. But deep down inside, her mother just know that she's to blame. Cause no one ever took out the time to look up in her eyes. Everybody's too busy looking up in her thighs. You see her beautiful smile is more like a disguise. If you stop looking and listening, you can hear her cry. She would never tell anybody that she had been abused. She would just keep it a secret, you see she was confused. It never gave her a choice, she never got to choose. So in all reality, she was just used to being used. And now like most of the strippers, she start to prostitute. Asking why, she would say she would do what she gotta do. Never knew a lover, emotions wasn't an obstacle. If you ain't had no money to get with her, it was impossible. When she was younger, they used to touch her and never gave her nothing. That just made it easy to touch her, long as you gave her something. Who's to say she would be wrong for what she do and say? Running from her past, she was saving money to move away. She had left her out in the streets and she had to adapt. And after that, she became a part of her habitat. They found her dead in the dumpster next to a cabbage patch. She wants your innocence has been lost, you never have it back.